It's crime season, baby. Put the tasty tubes on the floor, because I'm hungry. Trump and their family meme coin is going to get an ETF. How about that? I've got a very yummy update coming your way, friends. I mean, like, this is so representative of the type of double bubble alt season wave stuff I'm talking about. Trump family. So Canary Capital registers for a Trump coin ETF in Delaware. Man, this is wild. And I've written here, crime season. So obviously having a joke, friends, because, you know, they're memes and everyone says, oh, they're grifts and they're scams, they do nothing. Okay, you say that now. But if I put Pepe to 85 billion market cap, if I get Doge back up to $1, you're going to think about memes differently. So all that matters is the price. Remember, we're just joining digital book clubs out here. More yummy updates, friends. Now, I just want to remind you, I mentioned this a few times, but just so you don't skits out, okay? This table shows you, see on the far right, green everywhere, okay? So what are all those greens? Why does it say 100% higher? Because whenever the US Fed in the past has cut rates, when S&P 500 is at all-time highs, the next 12 months have been higher every time, okay? Because normally they cut rates when everything's crashing, yeah, but this is not one of those let's save the economy type of rate cuts. That's all I'm just mentioning huge for you, because they do have like a 90% plus chance of rate cut. Let's actually check it. Fed CME watch. They do have like, yeah, 90% plus chance to cut rates, and their next meeting is in September. And I can actually show you here on the Fed watch. Look at this, 92% chance of an ease. And if you go look at Rocktober, they have about here you go, 41% chance to hold it there, and then 55% chance, I think, to cut here. So for this that rate cut, yeah, so there you go. And then by December, it'll be the same thing as well. So pretty much there's either 2 or 3 cuts coming. If you check that out, 2 or 3 cuts. Is that enough? We'll see. So remember, friends, Ethereum is finally going home. Go home, Ethereum, go home. Yeah, you're all going home. Ah. So obviously, friends, I just wanted to show you this. And as a reminder here for you, remember, I'm not here to sell you anything, dude. I don't give a shit. I'm just here just as a reminder, okay? Just be careful. I want to be careful, man. Just showing you we're all human, okay? And, you know, when you're convicted on stuff, yeah, convicted, like, I can have a coin flip, and I'm like, oh, I'm so convicted that I've chosen head. You know what I mean? But I can't control that it comes out tails. That's very important as well. And I want you to know, even with all the data and all the past information, man, you're dealing with markets and people's emotions and stuff, right? So there's always this chaotic unpredictability as well. So you remember, friends, Ethereum was literally 1,400. And then everyone's calling for it to go home. You know, you're going below 1,000. You're going below 500. And it literally up only. You think about this, friends. You could not be more wrong to call stuff at that point. So I want you to just know, we're going to see the same stuff on the upside, man. You know, when people maybe, but we're not there yet. There will be a euphoria. There will be. You know, now crypto might not be as euphoric as it has in the past, but there'll be actions which show us, you know, maybe people say, we can never go down. Trump family will never let us go down. Everything's just getting started. Institutions, they'll never sell. You see what I mean? So we're waiting for the polar opposite of everyone saying, well, it's actually all over for Ethereum. We're waiting for that polar opposite moment. We're not there yet. Nowhere near close. And you will find some of these spectacular, say, bearish low moments. I mean, this is literally 245% rally, man. That's wild. That's a 3.4x bang up. You got to think about this, right? There are people out there. I saw them in the comment section. Okay, you got to think about this. They said ETH BTC was going lower. And you know what? It has gone low for a long time. But I just want to, like, have an appreciation for how fast markets can move. Because if you're calling for this death here, if you have to buy ETH here, friends, look at this. You've lost half your ETH. I know there are people who sold their Ethereum down here, by the way. That's how these bottoms are fall. There are people who sold the Ethereum. They go, these things are never going to recover. Everything's bad. US Fed, all these other stuff, whatever. Okay, so you always know, man, markets always do this thing. That's why we don't focus on this trading and stuff out here, but you don't do leverage. So you pretty much, ultimately, at the end of the day, you know, man, it is a believer's cycle, but also it can, like, take you nuts along the way. I've got a question to ask you now as well, friends. Do you believe in the prophecy? Nine Iron Capital is such a blessing to our community. This is Mr. King Arthur from the PDI chat. This is wonderful to see. I wonder, this mysterious character, is he going to come out with the next thread later on? Is he going to show us what's cracking and what might be coming next? Okay, because PulseChain, friends, PulseChain, everything's taken a dip because of, you know, the poopiness and stuff out here. But, you know, it's a bull market. So the recovery, friends, look at these things are recovering already. PDI was like down at like 6-1s. I think he like the 5s. Just, yeah, so everything's starting to come back. I know there's still a bit of red. We're waiting for the big moves. But hey, man, you know, Ethereum, friends, Ethereum come back to 4,500. It's like we're ready. We are ready, but we still need, man, we got to get that 5. We got to get that 5. It's kind of crazy. Keep freaking moving the goalposts every time. First, I needed 2,000 Ethereum. Then 3. Then I'm like, okay, we definitely need 4. Now we're at 4. We're like, man, okay, we don't need 4. We need 5. What's going to happen? Just keeps going up forever. We'll see. I've also just want to show you, friends. So what's the alternative to buying and believing in something? Well, you could trade. You could trade. Okay, now trading is great for the top 3%, pretty much. 3 to 5%. It's great. Yeah, and notice I said the top 3 to 5%, which by definition, because it's a percentage, means everybody else is getting PvP crushed. All right. Look at these comments from literally these Soylana trenches. The PvP on Soylana is insane. You see that? So the PvP on Soylana is insane. It is crime season. But I'm going to show you just how insane it is, okay? I'm going to show you how insane it is. Look at this, okay? Look at this comment I've shown you. Carlito, bro, I saw a 40% bundle on an 8K coin. My gosh. So what he's saying is, so there was an 8K market cap coin. So pretty much all you can extract is about, I think, 40 bucks. Yeah, I think like maybe 40 or 100 bucks. And so this scammer, everyone's a scammer there. They're all scammers, dude. 99%. Okay, it's not like, oh, it's the one bad apple. No, it's not one bad apple, bro. Right? There's a whole basket of apples and they're all rotten. And if you dig down enough, maybe one of them is kind of like half rotting. But deep there, they're still half rotting. You know what I mean? Like if you really want to cut it in half, not worth it, dude. Just throw it all out. Okay? So this 40% bundling, it pretty much means this evil piece of trash, subhuman filth losers who skip leg day, okay, and believe in nothing. They've got multiple accounts and they've taken all the supply immediately at the start and they've literally owned 40% of the token distribution. And it's for an 8K market cap coin. So pretty much what this guy's trying to do is he's like, well, I really want my $100. So this is what happens, right? This is what happens when you have the ratios going down and bleeding out. This is the type of stuff you get. You see? And then you realize, wait a minute, we don't actually believe in stuff. We're just here to make money in the casino. Yeah, and that's why, friends, when you have a bunch of jeets who are subhuman filth, who literally believe in nothing, okay, it's very easy for, you know, because they realize there's losers. They know they're losers all the time because they think, oh, I just got to keep clicking. I've just got to keep clicking. They know they're losers. They know they're not winning, okay? They're listening to these trashy interviews out there from LA Vape Cabal stuff, and there's all these generic, no use advice like, yeah, just keep trading and you eventually make it. Oh, just keep doing what's working. Zero alpha, zero substance. Now, granted, a lot of them are kids. I get the young kids, but they still no. You still shit alpha, bro. Oh, just stop doing what's not working and then continue to do what does work, and it will eventually work. It's PvP, man. It's PvP. All right. Some people get it, some people don't. I've got more updates here from James Wynn. This is why I'm very bullish, friends. What I want to do is let's play some Pumpy G music for us. James Wynn, the inverse oracle, is now here. Looks like 2026, we will see the bulls return. For now, we are trucked. Bro, I can't believe this. How did this guy make his money? This why, friends, he's not, I'm telling you now, man, it's not psyops. He's actually an inverse Kramer. You're telling me after seeing this whole move up, bro, You are now telling me this thing, which I have to freaking zoom up to show you. You're telling me this little candle, which literally takes Bitcoin to 1, 2, 3, 4 days ago. It just, oh no, we're back to a price we were 4 days ago. It's down 4.7%. He's saying it's over for the year. It's totally over. Ah, man, how do they make their money? I wonder. Also, friends, I just want to show you. So I showed you Ben Copen saying, Ethereum, you're all going home. I just want to show you how common it is. So you even say, remember, Copen's a Bitcoin maxi. And then you have Ansoy, who was a soy maxi. Look what he was saying at the bottom. Ethereum will never trade over $4,000 as long as I live on planet Earth. See, now he might say, hey, yo, no, man, no, it's trolling, man. No, it's not. It's not. It's his double speak. He's like, oh, I'm going to say something, but ha, it's not really a joke. Friends, he's said many times in interviews, he goes, oh, everyone thinks Ethereum's going to break the all-time high. He goes, I think it's never going. He goes, I think it's going to top out less than 5,000 this cycle. It's never going to. He goes, he doesn't think Ethereum makes an all-time high this cycle. Okay, now have a guess. If you're watching your friend Tommy, have one guess when he thought of this genius idea. Was it at the bottom? Yes, friends. It was around here. There you go. So as I tell you, man, like. Most of people's opinions literally just reflect the price. That's it. If the price is up, oh, this thing is great. I see the future. The price is down. Oh, it's never going to work. So you have to, what we look at, you look at fundamentals, in crypto. What is that? What's believers anyway? How do we measure it? How do we quantify that? Well, look, this is the thing, friends. You and I, it's still early enough. Remember it's crime season. Okay. There's crime everywhere. See, it's early enough that we don't have all the exact formula pieces and models from this quant scum nerd that's going to ruin it for us later. We don't have all the models to plug in and tell us, okay, what's actually a coin with strong fundamentals? What is it? Is it social media posts? Is it distribution of holders? Is it a model where we add A plus B plus C plus C? Do we add all of it up? Is it, what is it? Is it social media presence? How do we measure that? Is it Twitter? How many Twitter mentions do you need? Do you see all these things? What's the average volume a day? How many exchange listings? Are there all these things you can throw in and give you a model of that gives you an idea of the network effect representative of where it is in the world? We don't have that. Now, why don't we have that? It's because, friends, valuing networks is still new to us. You get it in the stock market, friends. Amazon's a network. Tesla's a network. They're actually pretty much networks. Networks are the people who own the share or the coin. They are also the consumer of it. That's what's different about it. So there's different to stocks. In stocks, right, I love Johnson & Johnson baby bum powder, but I don't own their stock. Perfect example. You see? But with crypto, it's different. Okay? When you have a coin, you're in the network. You get it? When you own Tesla, that's why Tesla's super expensive, by the way. That's how Tesla, because Tesla, they basically galvanized, right? Tom Lee speaks about that word often. They galvanized their stockholders. Like, hey, you go buy the car. You go tell everybody how mad the car is. You get it? It's like Tesla is crypto, but for a stock market person. That's what it is. And we don't have all the models yet because everybody is they're all these Generation X's and boomers. They're all of the stock market world. They go cash flow, balance sheet, assets, liabilities. That's the type of stuff they're modeling here. They don't have all the models and stuff for crypto. And it's very hard to measure the network effects because it's extremely difficult because like you can have all the models today, yeah, but maybe you're just boring next year. How do you that price that into your network model, right? You know what I mean? But the thing is, so this is not bad. This means you and I, we're early enough. That's what you want to be. You want to be in a place. That's why the growth rates are so high because no one knows how to price this stuff. Just a friendly reminder as well, friends. Please be careful of your crypto security. So BTCTurk was hacked for $48 million. It's a Turkish exchange. They're usually inside jobs, but just please use a hardware wallet. Use separate wallets. Don't click on a Google search link. Do not click anywhere in crypto. Don't store your seed phrase on a phone notepad. Don't store your seed phrase on a cloud service. They all get hacked eventually over time. Here we have Mr. Rebel. Please prepare your anus. Yes. Okay. Peanut butter on his finger. So just please, this is like, you can't screw this up. Just do not screw up now, please, for the love of God. You know, we had, unfortunately, some baby doll friends from the friendship cult, unfortunately, got hit hard. And I look, you can't look at me, friends. I'm a nutcase. Okay, maybe you haven't figured it out by yet. I'm a nutcase. If I lost everything now, I would. This is me. It could be probably the wrong thing to do, but whatever. This is what I'll do. I'd go get as many credit card loans as I can get, and I'd throw it all in, and I'll take the risky stuff. I'd be honest. I'd go straight just Richard Hart coins, and yeah, I'd throw in PDI and PWBTC, whatever. I'd take mega risk there. I want to do leverage. I'd throw it in there immediately. That's my first thing to get in, because that at least helps. That's me, okay? But you can do what you want on that. Also, friends, I've got to show you. Be careful of leverage, bro. Please be careful of leverage, all right? Because as you get confident, you get more optimistic. And look, AguilaTrades has been fully liquidated. He's lost $40 million now. So he was leveraged long on Ethereum on massive leverage, and he got dunked. Please stop trading and start believing in something. So this is it. You can see remember, friends, he was down 38 million. He made it back to within 100K loss, but he didn't want to get out because it wasn't break even yet, exactly to the dot. And now he's lost actually 40 million liquidated. So he just keeps taking loss after loss after loss. Makes you wonder, bro, how did you, man, he has $70 million in his account. How did you, how did he swing so far down, man? Might tell you, friends, there's a lot of luck involved in terms of how people get to where they are in the trading, because they think markets, oh, I just got to sell this range and buy this range and stuff. But then we enter a new phase of the market, more momentum and stuff phase, and they lose it. That's why you got to remove all the variables for you. If you buy and believe in something, you buy as much of a supply or as much as you can hold. I mean, you can DCA aggressively as much as you can into crypto. You're waiting for the whole cycle to play out. Okay, simple, it's effective, it's repeatable. That's the best part about it as well. Here we have Mario, when all-time high, talking for Soylana. Come on, do something. So just showing you the attitude of how everything's... It's kind of funny. Everyone is now saying, hey, I'm showing you this. This give me days out of it. They started saying this with Ethereum right before it started dunking hard. Do you remember last year? Ethereum like, hey, do something. And then later on it did something. It just, it showed that everybody was overly long it and had to wreck everyone. Here we have our favorite friend, Ivan on Tech. Respect the peg in all asses. Here we have him out here with his very serious look. His serious look. It's a big, strong bull market coming. I want to remind you as well, friends. Okay. Everyone wants to sell the 4-year cycle top. Everyone says it's over soon. What's going to happen? I don't know. Friends, you got to think, if we all say it's over soon, who doesn't say it's over soon? It's the institutions buying. Okay, but no one's buying altcoins yet. So you got to think, right? Okay, the institutions, they're buying Bitcoin and Ethereum. Yeah, they're not buying our altcoin stuff out here. Okay. Who will buy them? Retail. Okay, but retail are scared of the 4-year cycle. So retail, why are they going to buy stuff now? It's 4-year cycle. So so you might say, oh, but that means we never win. No. Trust me. People want to make money. So something's going to have to break. Maybe 4-year cycle breaks, and then we run after it. And then we actually get the euphoria starting January next year. And then maybe that's wave 1. Maybe wave 2 is like in May or something. I'm just showing you, like, something's going to have to appear that makes retail go, there's no more 4-year cycle. And then I'm going to be going, no, it doesn't matter about the 4-year cycle, bro. You're buying something that just ran up 38x in 2 months. There's so much euphoria out here. The whole bull market's actually technically been running for 5 years. You're not early anymore. But they're like, la, I can't hear you. I'm trying to make the money. All right, but they're not there yet. What's it going to take? We'll see. Like, subscribe, belly button on. Catch you soon.